Now time to jump on board the Solutions Express. Who doesn't enjoy that sound effect? All right, could Man-Geants, that's basically a pageant for men, help fix what ails America? Well, it's an idea that's taken off in the city of Chicago. Last night, the city turned out to pick its top man based on charity work and community involvement, along with your typical pageanty kind of stuff like personality and Q&A and whatever that guy is doing. All right, the goal is highlighting young guys in Chicago for positive accomplishments and helping the community, which makes a lot of sense. So now the 36-year-old winner, Bill Burfine, and the producer of One Man Chicago, Scott Mayer, joins us now. From where else? Chicago. Okay, now which one is which? Who won Top Man?
I'm the top man, Jane.
Okay, all right. And what was that guy doing?
And I'm the older guy.
Okay. What was that guy doing that we saw on the tape there? Is there like hula hoops and stuff? Is there a talent? What's the talent contest there?
I'm going to let you answer that one, Scott.
Well, we have a really fun event, but it's a fun event that has a serious mission. And so what we do is want to really entertain the crowd, but want to make sure that at the end of the day, they recognize that there are some really phenomenal guys that are doing great work in the community, that have affiliated with charities that really represent the best of what Chicago is all about.
All right, so William, you also had to do all that stuff and then do the Q&A. And did you say that you wanted to save the children?
I didn't say I was going to save the children. What I said was I wanted to remain active in the community and try to be a role model for the city's youth and young adults by platforming from some of my community interests.
All right. Now, seriously, how'd you get into community service? Because obviously not a lot of guys are doing it. In fact, here, let me show you a graphic on this. This is amazing. It turns out that there are almost 5 women for every 1 man that does community service. So apparently guys aren't doing it. First, William, why did you get into it?
I can't explain the ratio. I can just say I've always had an interest in giving back to the community, whether it be from the upbringing of my parents and the opportunities that I've had in my life. I've always been interested in connecting people and then just doing good to try and meet the city's needs.
All right, Scott, talk to me about that ratio. What do you think? Is there a reason behind that? And is that part of what spurred you to do this in the first place?
It's exactly what spurred me to create the concept, because I've done a lot of nonprofit work in my career, also worked for some employers that have a really strong commitment to the community, and volunteer work and charity work is overwhelmingly female. I met with almost 100 charity organizations when I developed One Man Chicago, and I met with a total of 2 guys that represented those charities out of 100. So the ratio is very, very heavily female, which is great, but there's also a lot of great guys that are doing good work in the community. And One Man Chicago is really all about putting a spotlight on the great guys and the great charities that they're affiliating with that are doing good things in the community, because ultimately we want these guys to be really mentors and role models, not only for their peers here in Chicago and across the nation, but also for young boys and young girls who need some really positive role models to look up to. And we know that Bill Burfine here is a great example of that kind of role model that One Man Chicago was looking for.
I gotta tell you, I love being a guy, but sometimes it's a little embarrassing because we have such a higher crime rate and we have such a lower charity rate. It's just a disaster in some ways. William, the mayor of Chicago, from what I understand, is actually asking the top 20 contestants to come in and give him advice. So what advice would you give the mayor?
Yeah, in fact, from what I understand, I'm going to begin working on the Chief Service Officers Advisory Council beginning Tuesday to start really engaging with some innovative ideas to further engage volunteerism and city service work across the city of Chicago through a strategic outreach program. So I'm looking forward to participating in that. I think I can bring some good ideas, some new ideas, and we'll see how I can make an immediate impact.
All right, that sounds good. And it's kind of cool to imagine. Oh my God, if I want to imagine, you never hear the end of it. Look, it's not a big deal. I'm just a Mansion winner. It's not a big deal, though. I don't want to talk about it too much. Okay, all right,
Yeah,
thank you, guys.
You know what? I need to respond to that. You know, when I came into this competition, it was really geared toward representing a great charity, Prevent Blindness America, who I've done quite a bit of partnering with locally, and I was personally motivated based on my grandmother's long-term degenerative eye disease, macular degeneration. So that's what got me into the competition.
All right, William, you're too good a guy. Okay, but maybe that's why I didn't win the Man-Geant. All right, thank you guys. We appreciate it.